we've had our own live Doppler radar for about 5 years. We had a storm about 6 months after we put the radar in, and it did turn into a tornado producer. In fact, it ended up being the biggest tornado to ever hit the city of Lexington. We were able to watch this storm develop, and even before the storm had turned into a tornado, we had warned the neighborhoods, not even the towns, the neighborhoods that were going to be affected by this storm, and we were telling them to get to shelter. Well, the end result of this was an F3 tornado. That's winds of over 150 miles per hour. But even with a storm of that magnitude, nobody was seriously hurt, let alone killed. Now, why is the live Doppler important? Its immediacy, its ability to see things as they are happening. A National Weather Service radar, by its design, does not see things that are live. And in fact, with our specific tornado instance, it was not really seen ever by the National Weather Service radar. There may have been one scan where you could say, okay, maybe there's something there, but not enough to definitively say, hey, you've got something bad going on, get folks to shelter. Because of that, we were on the air live watching this storm developing, but our competitors, who depended on the National Weather Service radar data, never broke into programming. While we were on there telling folks of the damage that was already being done, they were watching CSI. To this day, you can still go out and folks remember that day, that tornado, and how we were warning them to get to the shelter and nobody else did. Because again, we have that immediacy of a live Doppler. It lets people know where the storms are as they are happening, not where the storms were 5 minutes ago. And almost as important, it also lets them know when the storms have passed, when they can relax. I could not imagine doing the job we do here at LEX-18 without the MaxTrack Live Doppler. It's an important tool. It's one that we use on a daily basis, even when the weather is not severe. And we also do coordinate with the Weather Service to make sure they get the information that we see on our live radar that they can't. So it does become a much larger, a much more useful tool in that respect. Live Doppler, there's nothing else like it.
Thanks, Bill. And thank you for taking the time to learn about the only radar in southern Colorado that's truly live, First Alert Doppler. When you need to know about the weather, don't settle for a history lesson. Get the early warning from First Alert Doppler. You can see it for yourself anytime by visiting our website, KOAA.com.